Hey, what is going on, guys? Hex come up back again today with a brand new video, and as always, down in the title below will be the topic we're talking about today. So, My Hero Academia season 2, episode 4, and right through it, but I just want to say I love what the tournament's doing, and it's something that I kind of overlooked for the Cavalry battle, especially. So basically, the race was, and or the preliminary round was all about just setting up what was to come for this show and what was to come for this tournament, and that was how it feels to be on top. How does it feel to have a target on your back? If you are the number one hero, it's simulating the competition as if you were a pro, and we see that. So I love that they're doing that, because now Deku's really truly going to get the perspective of All Might. Like he even made a comment about that. So just put into your mind, All Might goes through this every day. He's number one. Everyone's always aiming at him, always aiming at him. And the preliminary round was also a chance for Class 1B to basically just analyze. They said, hey, we're just going to finish in the middle of the pack intentionally. We're just going to analyze what these guys can do so we can act upon that. I mean, who cares? This is a preliminary round. Why do we need to finish in first? It matters who's, on top at the very end, right? So I love that, because now, they're at a disadvantage. And it's going to show our characters how to persevere. And one thing that does go in Deku's favor is no one knows what he can do. Not even the teachers, not even the villains. No one knows what his quirk quad is. And even then, his quirk's so, from raw power. From raw power, to the point where he breaks his own bones and stuff like that. It reminds me of, Guy Sensei's, when he unlocks, the 8th gate, 10th gate? I can't remember which one it is. But he's so strong, it literally breaks his body down, and we get to see that. So I love that. I love what's about to come here, and I love how the episode actually ended for that. But other than that, I'm so glad to see Hatsumi and, Tokiyama. I'm so glad to see those two, along with Uraraka, as his, Deku's team. I just been wondering, wanting to see Tokiyama's abilities and just let him get that limelight in general, because he's kind of like the Batman of My Hero Academia, and I think that we all could, agree to that. He's just such an interesting character. I would love to just learn, just genuinely learn more about his character. That's how much I really do find interest in his character. I love his character to death. I'm so glad to see he gets the spotlight, and we find out that he's a badass. He is literally a badass. Oh my god. And another thing I was really kind of came on nowhere is everyone's losing. From Class 1A, Todoroki's team's still good, but everyone from Class 1A is losing outside of Todoroki's team and Deku's team. So it's really cool to see how Class 1B has actually strategized this whole thing. But now let's hop on to Todoroki's team again. So we find out that Todoroki does not use his left side in battle. And we can clearly see that's the red side of his body. And we can clearly assume that it's because of his father. He does not want to use fire. He just wants to use ice. And it seems as if, I want to know, was his mother possibly ice? I really want to know more about Todoroki too. He's such an interesting character. How come he has ice? And it looks clear, we saw Endeavor, and it clearly looks as if he has no ice ability whatsoever. And it's basically, kind of like a slap to his dad's face, and it seems as if Todoroki's trying to prove ice can do just the same thing as fire can, maybe even better. So we get that little, it gives him characterization in the sense of how much he really does despise his dad, and how much he wants to slap his dad in the face with his powers, and not using his dad's side, his dad's powers. He wants to use someone else's powers, like maybe his mom's side of the family. Who knows? I'm not really sure. And it seems as if I wouldn't, put it past Endeavor, because he seems like the type of character to maybe divorce his wife because she didn't live up to the standards, per se, right? And to close this out, though, Ida. So I assumed 100% Ida wasn't going to be the other one to join the team. I thought it was going to be Uraraka, Ida, and then who knows who the last person would be. And I love that, because it really kind of reminded me of the Sasuke and Naruto kind of rivalry in the beginning, the good one, you know what I mean? It's definitely not Naruto and Sasuke, don't get me wrong, for God's sake, no, totally different characters. But it really reminded me of that in a good way, and he's just basically saying, I like you, I respect you, but I do want to beat you. And if you're the one always leading me, how can I grow stronger if I'm always that person, your right-hand man, your supporting cast? How, because I'm not going to be on your team forever. Whenever we become pros, if we become pros, basically what it's saying is I'm going to have my own org. My family has its own organization. I'm going to have to be out on my own. I had to get stronger. So in order to get stronger, I had to go up against the best. I had to attempt to beat the best, even if I don't beat the best, which is you, obviously. So I did love that, and that's basically what Ida was saying, if anyone was kind of confused, because I feel as if a lot of people may be kind of mad at Ida, but I do understand what Ida's saying. I do understand what that man's saying right there. So, but other than that, guys, I love this episode. You have been Hex. You should leave a like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, X25, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Thanks for watching, guys.